before, everyone. I hope that everyone enjoyed a great Christmas and had an even better New Year. I know that I did. And I am looking forward to many, many wonderful things this new year. I wanted to put out a short video, just to let you know about something that I think it's a very important issue, and that is our physical state to keep a healthy mind. Most medical doctors and therapists and people in that psychological field will ask you to address your mental disturbances or mental disorders or stress-related issues or trauma without addressing what's going on your outside. Your physical state is going to be possibly the easiest thing to address and to correct. If you have an ideal weight, if you exercise regularly, if you eat healthy foods, and I'm not saying that you cannot have desserts, of course you can. I'm saying if you have a healthy nutrition, if you sleep enough hours, if you surround yourself with loving, healthy people like you, if you read a lot, if you're learning something new every single day, if you drink lots of water, if you walk, if you're in the sun, if you do things that are conducive towards a healthy lifestyle, such as ditching that cigarette or that excess alcohol consumption, or maybe illegal drugs, if you ditch all of those things that are causing harm to your health and your body, and you do all the other things that I mentioned and more, I promise you, you will notice that your body has a way of healing itself. I've said it before and I will say it again. The human body is perfection. It was well designed. It is perfection in and of itself. It is magical, and even scientists do not have all the answers about the human brain and the human body. That's how complex, convoluted, and sophisticated our make is. Having said that, remember, the body has a way of healing itself. True story. My husband was complaining with pain for 2 years in his left foot. There was something that was causing him tremendous distressing pain. He could barely stand on that one foot. The pain was pretty severe for 2 whole years, and he began to change shoes. He thought maybe the toe box is too narrow, so he began to change shoes. He began to change some things, and nothing, no relief. Being an exceedingly tall individual that he is, having an exceedingly high arch, and being a runner from a very young age for many, many years, including running in marathons, of course, he was bound to develop some foot problems, right? So he did. He went to three foot specialists. 2 of them orthopedic doctors, the other one is a podiatrist, okay? And these are 3 of the best, all right? Well, the third one finally said to James, you know, I'm going to take some x-rays, I'm going to study them, and I'll come back to you. So he did just that, and he said to James, you have 3 torn ligaments. 3 torn ligaments in the foot, in the left foot, were causing James exceedingly severe pain. So He said to James, I am going to prescribe for you an orthopedic boot to wear for 6 weeks. For those of you who are not familiar with an orthopedic boot, basically it's a way to stabilize and protect the injured foot. That's all it is, okay? This has nothing to do with surgery. It has nothing to do with some medicinal thing in there. Nothing. It's just a plain old boot, very, very well protected. It is very cushioned inside. I mean, you can, I would imagine, bang that thing and there's no way you can harm the foot that is meant to be protected. It is a very well manufactured or designed piece of footwear that will protect the foot just by keeping it steady. That's all it does. So my husband decided to follow instruction. The only times when he took off that boot was when he was showering or when he came to sleep. That's it. The rest of the time, he kept the boot on. Well, by the end of 6 weeks, my husband had no pain, and until today, his left foot is working to perfection. No problems at all, no pain. So the ligaments obviously did grow back and healed on their own just by staying off that foot and protecting it from further injury. The reason I'm telling you this story is because you can draw many important things from it. One of them is, as I said before, and I will say it again, the human body is perfection and it was designed to heal itself given enough time and enough care. Another thing that you can draw from my story is that medical doctors do not know everything. My husband obviously went to see 3 foot specialists, but only one was able to help him. The other 2 prior to this specialist obviously were not able to hit the problem and find a solution. Some of them were already talking about surgery. So this gives you an example. It's a very minute, small example of what doctors, medical doctors, do not address and do not know. If somebody is not working for you, if you're not getting better, if you find yourself without answers, get a second opinion, change doctors, do your own research, but do what you have to do for your own health. The most important thing that I was hoping you would get out of this video is that if you do not address your physical state, you're not going to be successful at addressing your mental disturbances. If you suffered with trauma, or if you have stress-related issues, or if you're suffering with depression, any one of those little things that are bugging you, it's going to be exceedingly difficult to address and cure the problem when your body is not in shape. Any injury, any pain, any joint problem, any immune system, any health issue that you are having is going to prevent you from being at your very best, and it is definitely affecting 100% your mind. And you need your mind to be in top shape if you want to cure your stress disorders, your depression, or your PTSD, or your trauma. This is very important. You need to address what you can address first. And your physical state is possibly the easiest thing that you can address yourself. You can make yourself very healthy by sleeping enough hours and limiting the consumption of alcohol, staying away from drugs, avoiding medications at all costs, exercising regularly, running, walking, being in the sun, surrounding yourself with healthy people like you. Above all, just keep moving. Do a lot of exercise. Now be careful. You can overtrain, and that will cause stress in your joints and in your system. I am talking about a balance, having a balance. In 2024, tell yourself that you are going to get in the best physical condition ever that you've ever been. And you are going to see a difference in your mindset. You're going to be healthy, but you have to follow a rigorous and regular exercise routine together with a healthy lifestyle and limiting your alcohol, caffeine consumption. You will be fine. The body has a way of healing itself. We were made to perfection, and we should honor that before relying on medical doctors who might or who might not be able to help us, because they do not have all of the answers, and nobody knows you better than you do. Have a great week.